Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, it's so nice to meet you, Drez. Thanks for sharing your story with me, and congratulations on your first deal. Tell me, I want to hear all about it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. So first deal, it came at the perfect timing. Um, First got into land probably like around, I would say like September of last year. Then I found your course probably around um probably October, something around that area. And I started just like watching everything, applying all the concepts, and we sent our first mailers out. The first mailers I did ever for land was infield, but then I found your course, and then I sent out the mailers. We did about, I'd say all together probably like 2,000. And by November, we ended up getting the signed contract back, which I was really excited about. The sellers, they were really cool, but at first he only wanted to do 3 months. And I know that you typically say that we should do about 6 months. And at the time, I was kind of in the like position where I just kind of was like, well, let me do this, because I had no deal. So I'm like, okay, if I can get this good piece of land and I could just work to what they want, we'll do that. So we end up getting on a contract that was like November. And then back in April 18th, we actually closed on it, and we ended up having to extend it because, of course, 3 months was not enough time. But thankfully, the seller, he understood and he trusted us, and he was very cool about it. So yeah, we ended up closing on it, and like I said, it only took about 2,000 mailers, so I was really excited about that. And the spread was probably like around. It would have been 20,000 if we didn't use realtors. But it was like 18,600 or something like that. So that's what we fit.
You're not going to cry about it, is what you're saying.
I'm definitely not cry about it, because that's the first deal, and that's the one of many. So it just showed me and opened up my eyes that, like, yeah, this is really real. I never stepped foot on the property. I never had anybody go step foot on the property for me, other than just the realtor who just took a couple pictures. And it's just amazing. And then the title company, as far as like how quick they pay, it was like next day. So it was like once we actually closed. So it was like, wow.
It was fast.
Yeah, it was way faster than I expected.
Congratulations. That is such a big deal. Yeah, so it took you about, was that 5-6 months to get your first deal?
Yeah, it took about 5 months. I was very happy though, as far as like the actual contract that came back like as quick as it did. We did in the meantime, like we had some other contracts that came, but just sometimes you can't work with everybody because of, like the land might not just be as valuable as you thought it was.
Yeah. Well, tell me the story about this property and what happened? What did you find out about it? What'd you do? Like, walk me through the process.
So this property was about 5 acres. It was out in Washington State. And overall it was 5 acres, but we ended up, once we did a little bit more research, we saw that actually not the whole 5 acres was buildable, only about like half of it. So it's really like 2.5 or 2.5. And, that was really all there was to that. I mean, it was pretty good. It was flat. We didn't have to worry about any flood zone, anything like that. The owners was really cool. He said he used to use it. He grew up with the land and they used to like camp there when he was younger, but he had no use of it now. And it was just easy because we also had found a comp that was like basically another parcel of land that was like around the same acreage across the street. And we had saw that what price did that sold for. Now, granted, that was when like the market was a little bit higher, like around in like 2022, 2021-ish, when the market was like at all-time highs. But it still made it really easy for us to be able to tell, like, okay, we already know we got a comp right here. We know we can get for ours. So we put it up on the market, and the rest is history. Just let, work for it. The deal worked itself out, basically.
That's amazing. How did you know that it wasn't buildable, or part of it wasn't?
For one, when we looked at the soil, as far as I did some research, as far as Price was saying it, like if you pulled the comp report, it was saying stuff about the soil, something about the distribution, and also the owner was letting us know too that how there was like a slope where it kind of drops off hard. And then we also had the realtor go out there and look at it, and he was saying the same thing. So I mean, it could have been, if this was the whole 5 acres, if it was all buildable, I mean, we could have made way more than what it was. But it is what it is, and money is money, right? Nobody's gonna sit there and be like, well, you know, I'm just throw this deal away because of that. Like, no, it's still plenty to be made.
Yes. Yes, you got it. So
Yeah.
did you hire a realtor to help you, or did you have a realtor come to you with a buyer?
Basically, we had the realtor just listed. I personally just didn't feel like, you know, promoting everything and all that stuff. And that's just me personally because of this was my very first deal too. So I wanted to be able to, you know, and it's out of state, way on the other side of the country. So I just wanted to feel more comfortable with like, all right, let me find somebody that is already knowledgeable in what they're doing. And we ended up finding we ended up, of course, we didn't know this, but in Washington, you pay for the buyer's agent and you pay for the selling agent. So we learned with that, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it's all a learning process, and you know, it still worked out. So no complaints.
I'm so happy for you, and thank you for sharing that story. So
Yeah.
what have you done since then? Or I mean, did you continue sending mail, or what have you been doing since you started?
So since then, we had in January we sent out probably like 1,000 mailers. That whole campaign was a flop. No hate mail, nothing. I'm like, okay. I know what I did. I end up mailing places that were too high in demand. So
Uh-huh.
for anybody that's like trying to, bro, don't try to do anything that's too high in demand. Like just follow the course to the T, and everything will be all right. Um, right now, I got my partner over there. If you want to come on, you can. Right now, we're currently sending out mail. We just sent out mail from Rocket Print. This is my partner.
Hey, I'm Kris. How are you?
Good to meet you.
Yeah, this is
I
a.
Good
She's
program.
also my mom. So
love
yeah,
it.
yeah,
I was congratulating Drez on he bought my course and he went out and made $18,000, and I was so excited.
He would have made a little more, but you know, he's explaining probably
yeah. I
why.
told her that. Yeah, all the things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
but it worked.
yeah,
I'm so glad. And so are y'all continuing to do it?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have mailers going out. We had some just sent today, and then we have some more going tomorrow, and then next week we plan to do another 1,000. So
Okay.
we're keeping the ball rolling because you know the biggest thing was at first it was kind of difficult to get the ball rolling, but
Yes.
now the ball is rolling, it's a lot more easier. Now you just reinvest and you just scale your way up. So that's what we're doing, and eventually I want to be able to be like completely hands off and just you know show the VAs or something like, look, this is the process, this is how you do it, you know, and just
Yep. And that was just a couple weeks ago, right? So you're gonna start getting that mail back out, and before you know it, you'll have another deal. So congratulations.
thank
And nice to
Thank
meet you, Mom. Congratulations. I know you're proud.
I am, and thank you for it because he's so interested, and I mean it's working.
yeah,
So we're trying to follow it to the T. Just mail them like you say, and see what happens.
yeah.
So
Well, that sounds amazing. Well, we're having an awards ceremony on May 18th. Okay, because congratulations. You are the perfect model of what I was hoping for when I created the course. So thank you for sharing your success.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for making a course and making it so easy to the level of let's just follow what works, you know.
Yeah.
Um, that's my best advice for everybody. You can re-rock it a little bit, like as far as price. Sometimes I notice in some areas it might be a little bit off. Like, right, if you offer like 35% on price, sometimes it might really be 25. That might be what 25% is really because of the market price, or yeah, the market price is off in price, right? So some areas you gotta just be able to like kind of I take the comp tool that you gave us, and I'll go and I'll look to see if there's any comps, and if there's a good amount of comps, now I'll take the average price per acre, and then I'll do it times, you know, usually my land, if I'm doing land, I do it in sections, so I do like 5 to 10 acres or 10 to 20, and it makes it easier instead of having like a whole 20 to 45 or something like that. And
Mhm.
that'll let you know as far as the land goes if the area is kind of on point or if it's off.
Mhm.
I haven't done enough mailers to tell any areas as far as like if I'm offering too much. I haven't came across that yet. But as far as everything else, like yeah, there's some areas in price that it is a little bit on the lower side.
Mhm. Yeah, you might spot check it at first till you get used to the tool, but it sounds
Yeah,
like you're doing everything right. Congratulations. Anyway, so nice to meet you. And if I can ever help, just reach out, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure. We're definitely gonna reach out to you for probably some transactional funding deals, because we're gonna look for a couple deals out there in Ohio. So we're looking to probably we have to double close them.
Okay, hit me up. I'll be there to help.
Okay, we'll do. Well,
All
I
right.
appreciate.
I hope to see you soon at the awards event.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay. All right,
And hope
great.
we have some
Good.
more videos too, where I have more deals. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get up.
I look forward. And by the way, if you're interested in the coaching at any point down the road, I'll see you soon, Drez.
All right, see you, Kris. Thank you.
Take care.